What's up, Heatmap fans? Let's take a quick look at pop-up surveys in Heatmap and how easy it is to collect real feedback from users while they're actually using your site. We'll start in the Heatmap dashboard. From the left-hand menu, I head into Surveys. This is where all surveys live, drafts, published, and archived. If you haven't created a survey yet, you're not going to see anything here. There are two types of surveys. There are pop-up and long form. If we want to create a new survey, here we go. We just create new survey. And the first step, of course, is choosing the survey style. Heatmap supports pop-up surveys and long form surveys. For this demo, we'll use a pop-up survey. This shows directly on your site while users are actively engaged. Okay, first things first, we're going to choose how the pop-up appears. You'll see a few options here. By default, it's a small window in the right-hand corner of your website. It could be a button on the side, a floating bubble, or a full screen pop-up. Each style matches a different level of effort you're asking from your visitor. We've got a little interactive preview of what your survey is going to look like. So for example, bubble surveys, they're great for lightweight feedback. They're just very simple, easy to dismiss. Windows, they work well for quick product or experience questions. And then I think this goes without saying, but like a full screen pop-up should be saved for a high value moment. That's not like a, hey, quick question type of survey energy, if you know what I mean. So for this demo, I'm going to go ahead and select a window style so it appears neatly in the corner. Now we want to name the survey My New Awesome. The name is just for internal use, okay? So name it something you're going to recognize later. Really, like clear beats clever. Future you will appreciate it. So we'll go over the different styles in a bit, but really the most important part is creating the question. Heatmap supports several question types. We've got the short answer, the paragraph, checkboxes, single choice, and rating scales. For pop-up surveys, simple usually performs best. I'm just going to go ahead and put in a question here. Do you like gummies? Because we are selling gummies on our e-commerce site. Okay, so just disregard maybe the question for a moment, but if we're doing a short answer, it's great for quick qualitative input like, hey, what almost stopped you from signing up? Or what were you hoping to find on this page? Single choice and rating for sure. Rating scale surveys are perfect for when you want fast, low effort responses. Like, for example, we could ask, like, how would you rate your experience so far? Question mark. It's good for a rating because we could be like, not great or super great. You get the idea. There's a lot of wiggle room there. And then we get to kind of long form. That's the paragraph version. And these can work, but only when someone is already invested. It's just a little bit longer. You don't want to ask for an essay too early. People will politely ignore you, or not so politely. They just will totally ignore you. But whatever you choose, as you build the question, you're going to see this interactive preview on the right. So for example, if you wanted to use checkboxes, how would you rate your experience just to go with this question? Amazing, super amazing, and ultra amazing. We don't want to give them any room for negativity. We could add as many options as we want. This is a multiple select. That's what checkboxes are. And a single choice is you can only choose one. It's like a radio button. But I think the most important thing is that on the right here, as you're building the survey, we're in build mode here, we can really just play with the survey and understand what it's going to look like on our website. So we can make changes and updates and just really get a sense of what's happening. We're going to stick with window for now. Okay, so let's just move on to probably the second most important aspect, which is defining the survey's behavior. This controls where the survey basically appears for visitors on your website, and this choice matters more than most people think. You can show the survey immediately after page load, which works best for extremely quick questions like first impressions. You can also add a page delay, which is great when you want users to look around a bit before answering. It's perfect for questions like, hey, what brought you here today? You can also trigger the survey for after someone has scrolled a certain percentage of the page. This is ideal for landing pages or like long content because it ensures the visitor is actually engaged. And you can trigger an exit intent, which is perfect for like, hey, what stopped you type of moments. You know what I mean? If someone is already leaving, this is your last chance to learn why. Okay, so once you get all of the behavior and the question and the style, we can actually start to design our survey because it is going to appear on your site and we want to control how it looks. Look, we can customize the thank you message so it's very specific, whatever we want. Colors, layout, overall appearance are fully adjustable so the survey fits your brand and doesn't feel intrusive. Like we can change the font of the header, the questions, the answers. We can change the size, dictate whether it's bold or not. And then when it comes to colors, we can go with a light or a dark theme, change the color of the submit button. And if there isn't a color here, because these are very basic, you can literally put it in the hex code or choose from a spectrum. We got you covered when it comes to customizing the design. Okay, so once everything looks good, we're in the build, we've got everything filled out, we all look good, this is great. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and change the name just so this makes a little bit more sense. Do you like what you see? Because I'm choosing a window, so they're actually gonna see the title. That doesn't go for everything else. But we're gonna stick with window for now, because it's not too intrusive. And now that we're ready, we've got our style, we've created our question, we have defined the behavior of the survey. We're gonna go ahead and create it. We're gonna hit the create survey button. Boom. And so we've created the survey, but important to know, we don't publish it yet. So there's the creation of the survey and there's the publishing of the survey. So we can publish immediately, or if we want, we can just hold off. Maybe we want to make a few edits first, right? So we are now in the survey has been created view. So we are seeing the responses. There are, of course, no responses because we literally just created it. It's not even published yet. And then we could go and we could continue to edit the survey. At this moment, I think we do want to get some responses. So we're going to go ahead and publish this survey. Let's do that. Publish. All right, so our survey is now live. And right now, we have 0 responses, and that's fine. But these are going to fill up as people tend to see the survey and they give us our responses. So this is now live on our website. Just heads up, only one pop-up survey can exist at one time, can be published at one time. Obviously, it's live on your site, so you can't have multiple pop-ups at one time. This published tag lets you know which one is showing up on your website. So I'm just going to go ahead and go into an older survey just so we can see what it looks like after there's some responses. So this is one that was a rating scale, and we can just see how people have responded to that. We get to see performance metrics like impressions, the amount of surveys started, abandoned, and completed. This makes it easy to understand, and not just what users are saying, but how effective the survey is overall. And you know what? That's it. From setup to live feedback takes just a few minutes, and you are instantly learning from real users in real time. That's pop-up surveys in Heatmap.